Welcome back to Seed Tarot. Welcome, air signs. This is your energy, career, and money reading. Okay. And this is for all my air signs, or if you have air in your chart somewhere, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The way that I'm going to be doing this reading is by looking at all 12 houses, all 12 astrological houses. So I'm going to pull a card for each. I will clarify your 3rd and your 10th houses and any other area that is calling to me energetically or spiritually. I will clarify what is needed for your highest good. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm already into this pre-shuffle, feeling this vibe, this very serious kind of energy. It's like flat out, I'm hearing this, someone saying, I am not effing around. Or I am not effing around anymore. Is like very serious, very just no games. Like it's time to get to work. For your first house, okay. For your first house, I am seeing this 3 of Swords, okay? First house is about the self, okay? That's about your life in the current present moment, okay? And I'm seeing 3 of Swords here. So swords are air signs. They represent air signs. So for all 3 of you, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, I am seeing that all 3 of you are consistently in the vibration or the energy when it comes to your finances and just your energy in general. When it comes to love, that is never something that holds you back from going to get your money, from going and improving yourself in your career. And that's simply yourself. This is your true nature, is to, almost like it's kind of like you nip things in the bud. If it seems that your relationship is interfering with your ability to succeed, you're quick to cut people off. Okay. And you're not shy about it. You're not afraid to be single or to become single, to be honest. You're not afraid of forgoing or letting go of a relationship so that you can make sure. And if it means being with someone else or being alone, like that doesn't affect you. It doesn't impact you when it comes to your energy, when it comes to your money. Okay, your second house, which has to do with your possessions. I'm saying Page of Cups here because pages are messengers, okay? And there's a message about emotionality. Many of you are very attached to your possessions. This is the energy of being very materialistic regarding your possessions, having an emotional attachment to things. It's the energy of either now or in the future, you're going to be buying something, not just to buy it, but you're purchasing it because there's some sort of emotional attachment, because you've been fantasizing, you've been visualizing, you've been daydreaming, you've been constantly thinking about bringing an idea to life, I want to say. And it's going to require you to spend some money, almost like to invest. This is the energy of investing in your passions and investing in, it's like you're acquiring things, you're purchasing things because you have an idea. And in order to nurture that idea, in order to bring it to life, in order to run your business, you need to make some purchases, and you're very committed to that. Okay, for your third house, which has to do with sharing, communication, okay, we're having the Two of Cups here showing up, which is, it looks similar to the Lovers, but it's not. This is the third house is Gemini. It's ruled by Gemini, but I'm seeing here clearly, honestly, there's a relationship here. Okay, there's a relationship or a connection, and your third house, this card is coming up because there's a lot of communication aspects, and this is about, so your third house is about communication, right? Two of Cups is saying that Spirit has a message for you regarding this part of your life. And that message is that right now, the planetary influences on your signs is in a good place. So this is a good time to really have those heart-to-heart conversations with your partners or your siblings or someone that you're in business with regarding the ideas that you have. Okay? For your fourth house is about family, it's about home. Okay, it's also about ancestors, right? Trying to communicate with you. We have another page. Interesting. We're seeing lots of pages here. If we see the sun, because pages can also be children, that will be very interesting. All right, anyway, so Page of Swords. Swords are air. Okay, so there's a message for I want to say one group of you, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, regarding your fourth house, your family and your home. There's an energy here. Okay, so Page of Swords, this energy, this card is about learning. It's about training almost, because there's a lot of inexperience when it comes to either being in a relationship or having a family here. Okay, and as the second page to come up here, yeah, there's something that I need to say you're being a little bit either naive or immature about regarding family or home here. And that type of energy is creating a lot of confusion first for someone or other people. Okay. For your fifth house, which is about taking risks, okay, fifth house also has to do with children and entertainment. It's about like having like pleasures and enjoying life, you know, and spending money and enjoying things, your entertainment life per se. You have the Moon card. So I need to tell you, for your fifth house here, the moon is coming out because something is too good to be true. Okay, something is better, it looks better than what it really is. And there's this energy of, or warning here about getting swindled. Okay, and also I need to say, the moon, there's a specific message from Spirit about the full moon itself. It's like the next full moon, something's going to happen. And again, I tend to get some very specific messages, and one of them is about driving. So there's a word of caution to be careful when you're driving. There's also a word of caution regarding going into a closed establishment. This is so specific. I'm sorry, but it's not going to apply to all of you. But there's always those specific messages for individual people, and it's like it's meant for you to hear it when you hear it. If you see a building that's closed, don't go inside. Don't go inside. And I'm getting specifically that it's like it might look open, or it might, the door even might be open, but there's a warning here. Don't go inside for some reason here. I'm getting, it's like maybe the alarm is going to go off and the police are going to arrive, or someone's going to find you and see that you're there when it's supposed to be closed, and they're going to assume that you're stealing, or something weird like that is going to happen. Wow. Okay. Sixth house. Okay, this is for your health. and your work life. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands here. We have the Four of Wands showing that you're starting to get into the energy of being more committed towards working, or yeah, being committed towards working, and or being more committed towards the type of work that you do. And when it comes to your health, you are absolutely very healthy here. I'm saying you are very balanced and stable in terms of your health. For your seventh house, how interesting how we have the Seven of Pentacles. So when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to maintaining balance in your life, there's this energy of, I'm getting, some of you may not be as happy as you could be. It's the card, it's the energy of being content, right? But not being like, this isn't 10 of Pentacles, right? It's not as happy as you could be. So it's going to require the Eight of Pentacles, which comes after this, which is about putting work or effort in. Nine of Pentacles as well, which is about like just really enjoying and treating your relationship as more of a priority. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is also here because there's some questioning about how much, trying to, not being sure about how much, I want to say not being sure of like what to do or how to be in a relationship. I'm getting specifically for your seventh house, for your relationships, there's some like really not being sure if what you're doing is good enough. Okay. Like this person's questioning, like, is this my best work? I feel like I've put it forward my best effort, but it seems like maybe this isn't enough. It's like, should I keep digging? Should I keep working or not? It's just energy here of not being sure. For your eighth house, which is rebirth, karma, transformation, also sex. We got a similar message for fire signs. The big old wand, a big as wand here. Lots of fiery passion. Okay, and there's also going to be a new opportunity, a new business opportunity coming for you. Okay, I want to say also specifically when it comes to your finances, you have the opportunity to make a tremendous amount of money, like tremendous amount of money with this new idea that you have. And I want to say this new idea came from a dream or came from a thought that you have. It's something that you thought up that you haven't quite brought to life yet. For your ninth house, which has to do with learning, travel, expansion. Okay, we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is about higher learning. So there's also commitment. Spirit has a specific message for you, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, about making a commitment. Spirit wants you to do something to feed your mind more. They want you to read books. They want you to forgo or to let go of institutionalized learning. It's like there's a message here about learning in a new way, in a way that you haven't learned before. There's also a message here about freeing your mind from institutionalized thinking. There's also a message here about the fact that you are not seeing a way, one of the ways that you're being controlled and domesticated, which I'm getting specific messages here. There's something about music. It's like the lyrics to some of the music that you're listening to, you're not aware of the fact that it's actually kind of programming you. It's feeding your subconscious mind. It's a form of control. And this type of form of control, just like hypnosis, it's like the power of suggestion, subliminal messages. It's a way that many groups have controlled masses of people through music. okay, because of the words. And the more catchy the tune is, the more catchy the rhythm or the beat is, the easier it is to hook you in to some sort of agenda, that has nothing to do with you truly, with why you're here on earth. It's like the energy of this ability to control you is so powerful. It can quite literally like completely put you off course of where you're meant to be in life because of this form of control, which is through music or through advertisements, through television, through this is like institutionalized thinking and control. There's a message here from Spirit about liberating yourself from that. Okay. Interesting. Wow. And some very deep and some heavy stuff here. That's the only major arcana card that we've gotten apart from the moon. So now let's move forward. Okay, let's look at your 10th house. Career, motivation, society, and how you're helping the collective. We have the Magician here, another major arcana, very clearly just confirming the fact that many of you air signs have contributed towards the collective by being very powerful alchemists, I want to say, and also mystics. Many of you are very, very in tune with your own ability to manifest, your own ability to interact, entangle, mingle with the energy, your ability to do things like see things with your third eye and travel interdimensionally and being able to connect with anyone at any time at any place. Okay, it's having all of the resources that you need to do what you want to do. For career specifically, this is quite literally the energy of like anything you can think of or dream of, you can make happen. Quite simply, you make things happen. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. It's not difficult for you. For your 11th house, which has to do with a message from your spirit guides, warnings from your soul tribe, you have the 10 of Swords. And your warning or your message from your guides is about, has to do with sleep, okay? And it also has to do with your energy levels, okay? There's a warning here about don't overwork yourself to death. See all those swords like stabbing someone in the back to the point where they're just done. This is like ultimate betrayal, which comes from betraying yourself, fooling yourself into thinking that you can conquer more than what you can. It's like biting off more than what you can chew. Don't overwork yourself to death to the point of complete exhaustion. There's also a message here about sleeping, okay? Swords are about your thoughts, okay? It's about communication. And the backdrop in this card is black because that is a symbol or represents the dream world or the spirit world. And one of the spirit worlds is the dream world. And there's a message here about making sure that you're getting enough sleep. Okay. And the number 10 has to do with completion. I'm also getting specifics, like maybe just as a point of suggestion, like maybe, I don't know, 10 o'clock may be a good time to start going to bed, or 10 o'clock may be a good time to start making sure that you don't wake up after 10 o'clock in the morning. For your 12th house, okay, which has to do with miracles, healing, and luck, I see temperance. Okay, temperance is actually, this is Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is a very, very good sign for you because this is specifically hitting on that luck aspect of your 12th house. So many of you are going to see a tremendous amount of luck in your 3rd house, in your 6th house, and in your 9th house. Okay, so Now we're going to clarify your third house, which has to do with your communication. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. So in terms of, like I said before, you're in a prime environment, and there was a 2 of Cups. So for you, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, and Gemini, for you, your third house right now is being super powered astrologically and for your relationships. So there's a need or a recommendation, suggestion that you are in a good place right now. With this Knight of Swords, this fast moving energy, it's like just as quickly as it comes in to help you, the energy comes in to help you in your communication and in your relationships, is just as quickly as it's going to leave. So take advantage of the opportunity to communicate a little bit more about your goals, okay? And how to get to your 10 of Pentacles, which is your ultimate wishes, your ultimate dreams, your ultimate desires, wealth, money, okay? Let's clarify your 10th house, which is about career, motivation. Clarify the Magician. Ooh, you've got 2 cards here. Interesting. So you have the 7 of Wands here and 4 of Pentacles, which is heavy, like just really being very defensive here with the 7 of Wands and holding on just like maybe a little too tightly with the 4 of Pentacles here. Being defensive and holding on. And this is exactly what I was saying in the very beginning, before I even pulled out the cards. Like, somebody is not playing around. You are willing to fight for and do whatever it takes to make and keep money. This is like the energy here of fighting here and holding on, okay? Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So I was going to clarify one more of the cards, but I just have this big old pile of cards that just came out. So I'm going to read all of them quickly for you. So there's going to be a new idea, a new thought, something new, something brand new opportunity for you. Okay? It's coming towards you, and it's coming towards you a little slowly, but it's big. Okay, what's coming towards you is big. And it's going to put you in emperor status. It's going to really, really make you secure. It's going to make you successful. It's going to make you feel powerful. I need to tell you. And it's going to impact the world. Your ideas are larger than life. Your ideas have the bandwidth and the expansive ability to really become a global thing. And it's worth holding on to. And be careful with who you share your ideas with. I need to say also, there's a specific message from Spirit about not sharing this idea that you have until you protect it. So get yourself a patent, get yourself trademarked. If you have a brand, make sure that you protect it, because, like I said, your ideas are larger than life, and they have the ability to spread very quickly and become like a global phenomenon. It's the energy of that, like, many of you who tend to have these really awesome ideas, and then you don't do anything about it, and then what happens? You see it somewhere out there, and it's like almost like, someone stole your idea, and that could have easily made you like a ton of money, but you just didn't act on it quick enough. So write your ideas down, and there is something that you're holding on to right now. There's this way of making money, or this idea that you have right now that is going to be like an international thing, and you don't even realize it. But if you don't protect it, if you don't get it trademarked or patented, get that, whatever legal document you need to protect it, there's some risk there. There's some risk of even maybe getting sued by someone who does do that, and then they own the brand. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So here's your bonus. I'm going to do your oracle card. I'm going to pull 3. 1 for Aquarius, 1 for Libra, and 1 for Gemini. Okay. We'll take the tarot away because we have gotten all the messages there. If you also have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your birth chart, I highly suggest, not right now, obviously, but when this is, after you've watched this video, go check that out, because there are some extremely powerful messages in that reading. Aquarius, you have the moon. Libra, you have Stargazer. And for Gemini, you have the Shield Maiden. So, Aquarius, take note of intuitive messages. Your intuition is trying to give you some sneaky kind of insight to something. And I want to say that there are some things in your life right now that are just almost like too loud. It's like this thought pollution. There are some things in your life that are just a little overbearing and overwhelming, to the point where it's like you can't even hear yourself anymore. Okay. I'm almost even seeing this as like a compass. I'm having this vision about a compass and trying to navigate, right, the best course of action, okay, regarding making decisions, regarding taking a step forward in something. And you are not going to know what's the right path to go if you can't hear your intuition. So from the divine, Spirit is telling you, Aquarius, to quiet things down, to slow down, to eliminate some of these external influences from your decision making and tune in to yourself, because it's just really not worth being out of alignment and missing out on something. Okay? Libra. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Set your sights higher. Libra, I'm getting a specific message about something that's been holding you back energetically. Something has you kind of like tied up and entangled up. Okay, Libra, I'm also getting that this is like a self-limitation. It's like you're holding yourself back by allowing someone, something, some situation to hold you back that really has no place in your life anymore. I need to tell you, it's like the energy of, you have the ability to even like foresee. Some of you are very gifted, and you have this really fascinating ability to almost kind of like manifest or envision something to the point where it comes true, and you have the ability to attract a lot of wealth into your life, but you limit yourself by it's like by not going after it. right? Out of humility, out of comfort. It's like you prioritize a relationship over advancing. Okay, and your energy is a little bit tied up, and spirit is saying, set your sights higher. It's like you have the ability to get the wealth and the success and the ideal relationship or connection, or deepen your connection with your partner. But it starts with setting yourself free by not focusing so much on what's happening in the earthly plane and going back to your dreams, going back to the things that you really have always wished for. Okay. Interesting. Gemini, you have Shield Maiden. And this is about, Spirit wants you to start really executing a little bit better, like following through on some of the things that you're wanting to do. Make plans and focus. Gemini, you have no trouble with being successful if you really want to, but what you lack is it's not the vision, it's the discipline to be able to focus on it long enough to accomplish it. Okay, because I'm getting at this energy of like, you're just very prolific. Like you have the ability to just come up with like a million ideas. But then when it comes to actually doing it or putting it into action, it's like, I'm getting this very interesting. I feel like I've in a past life, like I've sat down and I've talked to you about this before. And now we're just recapping like what we talked about before, which was like, you've always wished that you could have like an instant company or an instant success overnight, because like you would be such a great boss, to such a great CEO. It's like you would be so good at being the boss or being at the very top, being the person who kind of tells people what to do or just kind of feeds ideas. And I'm picking up, this is the same thing for Aquarius and Libra. Many of you, it's like, if you could just be in charge overnight of something that's already established, you'd be so good at it. But it's hard for you to get some of your ideas off the ground because you lack some of the discipline to be able to focus on it long enough and to see it through. And the divine spirit wants to support you in that and being able to do that. And one of the things that's going to help you is deepening your level of commitment by personalizing. It's like you need to pick something that really means something to you. You see how this she's got like these like tattoos and these patterns. She's really deeply committed to a tribe. Okay. She's really kind of like gotten serious. Okay. She put on her war paint. She's like, serious. I'm getting to work. And it's like the energy of spirit saying, if you can just hold on to that spirit long enough, to that fighting, that production mode spirit long enough, you're going to be able to be successful. But don't be so quick to drop it after you lose interest or after you hit a bump in the road, because then you're going to be missing out on a lot. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you. If you found this reading to be helpful, please give it a like if you want. Also, comment if any of these, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, are your sun signs, or if you have it in your birth chart. I also invite you to check out some of the other readings, the love readings, if you're interested in that aspect of your life. Check those out. Those videos are up. For the month of July, that video is up as well. If you're watching this at a time where it is not the month of July, it really doesn't matter. Okay, time is an illusion. These are timeless. Okay, you'll watch it when it's meant to be watched. Thank you so much for being here. And be blessed and be well.